Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Ruel. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. And this is something quick, especially because of everything that has been going on, the escalation of this, all-out war due to these rabid Edomites, or the known as, JEWs, doing everything that they can to provoke a war, and understand that this is the spirit of the Lord. The Lord putting a spirit on them to do so, to hasten the time to further prophecy, to fulfill prophecy. All right, and just as you have things heating up overseas, things are also getting interesting here, and there are a lot of articles being taken down as well. Some of which, speaking of children, I can't even find it anymore. Apparently, it's it was a quote unquote fake news, but they have plans for all children to have an implanted device that can pretty much control their minds, control what they do, how they develop, or how far they develop, to combat them from falling victim to conspiracy theories. Basically, it is a lot. The WF and the WHO, all of it, everything. There's a lot of moving pieces, and everyone else won't even understand what's going on until it's too late. But those of us who are watching, we get it. And I say all that to say this, because and I want to read First Maccabees. The point is in 48, but this is going into when Antiochus wanted to attack us, and Judas Maccabeus stood up. So first Mattathias slew one of our people who were going to consent to this devil's way and sacrifice unto idols, and trusting in oppression and going along to get along with these devils. And it turned into a battle for right and wrong, good and evil, basically, to defend the law, to defend our heritage. And there was a small group of men, a small group of loyal men who were about the law, right, who were about Yahweh, or at that time, who are about Yahweh. They banded together, and they were fighting to defend their people, because the first round they decided they weren't going to fight on the Sabbath, and that they would maintain their innocence and die. And so the others, right, Judas and his brothers decided, hey, like, even if it's a Sabbath, bro, we gonna fight, because we gonna be wiped out. All right, that was that was a good judgment call. and the Lord was with them on that, obviously. So let me just read 48, right? So we fast forward into that. Actually, yes, you read this on your own, but I'm going to read 48, okay? And he laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images, which they were, fast forward to the future, they were successful. That's why you have white Jebus and white baby angels with their dicks out. Sistine Chapel. Y'all, you can always tell the perverseness of it. Anyway, let's keep reading. All right, they bought also the priest's garments and the first fruits and the tithes and the Nazarites, and they stirred up who had accomplished their days. Then cried they with a loud voice towards heaven, saying, what shall we do with these, and whither shall we carry them away? For the sanctuary is trodden down. Right at that time, they had, these devils had sacrificed swine's blood on the altar, and they destroyed our connection with the Lord at that time, which was the temple. Okay, for thy sanctuary is trodden down and profaned, and thy priests are in heaviness and brought low. And lo, the heathen are assembled together against us to destroy us. What things they imagine against us, thou knowest. So they're saying, whatever these devils want to do, Lord, you know. So protect us, keep us, cover us. And that's what they're going to be wanting to do at this very same time. Forsake the law of the Lord and get down or lay down, right? Get rid. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. Just take this thing in your arm or your forehead or whatever. Give it to your babies, right? And be one with our society. Okay, that's what's coming next. There's nothing new under the sun. Just now it's a little more technological. Actually, the point was at the very bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna read 59 and 60. I think. Let me see. I'm going to read 53. All right, so how shall we be able to stand against them except thou, O Yahweh, be our help? All right, and that's what we ought to be doing. Let's see. For as much as we're building a house, we're filled for it, right? So they, okay, and Judah said, I'm reading 58 now. Judah said, arm yourselves and be men, valiant men, that you be, and that ye be in readiness against the morning, that ye may fight with these nations that are assembled together against us to destroy us and our sanctuary. For it is better for us to die in battle than to behold the calamities of our people in our sanctuary. Nevertheless, as the will of Yahweh is in heaven, so let him do. Where is it where I had it too, 3 and 48. Maybe it's 4. Man. I can't find it. I had it written. Man, okay, here's what we're going to do. And I read 59. Maybe it's 4. 3, 1 Maccabees 3 and 48. How about maybe it's 4? Nope. Okay. I must have written it down wrong. But anyway, I'll try to put it in the description box. But let me fast forward into us. So the point I made is these devils look to idols and we look to a living power. We have a God, and our people are going to start, even more than they already do, bowing to these idols, bowing to these devils, because they want to they're carnal, they want to feed their belly. They want to keep what they have or what they think they have, right, in this kingdom. They want to keep it going. But those of us that were given the gift of understanding, we know we should not trust this devil. We should not trust in oppression. We should lean on the Lord, and we should pray for the strength to have our faith maintained, to have our integrity maintained, and to be able to call on the name of the Lord and say, Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, I trust you. Guide my steps. Things are winding up, and they're getting real tight real quick. Okay, I'm going to go to Isaiah. I get 30 and 1. That's what it was. All right, and I got this before as well. Straight to the point at the top. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that taketh counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. Right, they're going to cover themselves with this carnal covering, with this technological left-handed covering. But just as this devil is going to be destroyed swiftly, 2/3 of our people and the rest of these heathen, they're going to receive the reward of this devil as well, because they wanted to lean on oppression. They wanted to trust him. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and it will be, and the trust of the shadow of Egypt will be your confusion, and excuse me, and it will be. Okay, and then I want to get Proverbs 1 and 23. And you know what? I'm going to read 5. I'm going to read these highlighted portions, right? Because we were given the gift of understanding, and that is wisdom. That is the knowledge, and we apply that knowledge, and we turn it into wisdom. And that is through the spirit and power and mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, this is verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. All right, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. All right, and they're going to be, they're going to eat those words, right? They're going to, oh gosh, let me keep going, because I'm gonna be off on another tangent. So let me just keep reading through this. Okay. All right, we need to go the opposite direction of these devils, of everybody else that is of the vibration of this world, right? My son, this is verse 15. Walk not not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Okay, so 23 through 26 is what I want. And then 31 and 32. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. How did he do it? By the way of his prophets. Men on the street corners preaching and teaching, those on the internet. A lot of us have woken up via the internet, right? And the people that scoffed and didn't believe and acted like this thing was a joke or just another club. Your time's coming. All right, we'll just leave it at that. But verse 25, ye have said at not all my counsel, and would not of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Right, because it is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of a living God. All right. And we'll read 31 through 32. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. All right, we'll end it in Psalms 37 and 23. Okay. As David was saying, where have the righteous been forsaken? And that is the point. We need to understand that nobody who has ever fully and truly trusted in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and acted accordingly, did what they were supposed to do, came up under that proper vibration, they were never forsaken. And it's the same thing for us. But you have to continue to pray that your faith is intact, and that your belief is what it is. Have you built that inner man? Have you done what you needed to do? Have you done the studying? Have you built that relationship? Have you continuously prayed? Have you continuously repented? Have you continuously begged the Lord for forgiveness and begged him that he increased you and exercise discipline that you may find or be found worthy of that increase? And of course, I'm preaching to self. You always have to turn that sword on yourself and hold a mirror to yourself, so you can cleave off that excess, that unprofitable fat that is on you. Us. 23. Okay. The steps, Psalm 37 and 23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Although he fall, and we do, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now I am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. That's it. 28 and 29, and then we'll that'll be the video. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. And that is what we're looking for, that eternal life. And as Yahushua comes back and we reign for that 1,000 years where everything is being set in order, to set up the beginning of forever. Keep that at the forefront of your mind, that this is not the end all be all. And with that being said, Shalom.